Dun, 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 dun. This is TPIM. SR Live. Late edition, folks. I tell you, I'm going to start off real quick by telling everyone, thank you for all the support of the show. I know that it's been tough. It's been hard, but thank God we've been working through it, guys, and we're going to make it work. All right, we're going to make it work, and we're going to win. I want to start off the show straight up tonight. I want to start off by saying I had to step back. I had a very reflective chat. And I have said some very harsh things in the past few days about pertaining to reparations and concerns for reparations. I need to quantitate what I've been saying and somehow mash it with true reality. How would it actually be achieved? How would it actually be done? Now we see that I need a lighter. We see that economically speaking, many of us aren't so well off. Not that it can't be done, not that whatever, but many of us aren't well off. And as always, whenever the government gets involved, you think you get something in one way, but there's always a catch-22 to it. There's always a trick bag to it somehow, some way. And I'm saying it's time for us to be trick bagged and stop it. So that's why I want to make a modification to what I've been saying. We need, for human rights purposes, a guaranteed base income for every man, woman, and child in this country. Liberate the country. Free the people. Not just one group of people, not just one segment. We have all been damaged by this thing, and we all need to heal together from this thing. Now, a lot of people will still have hate in their hearts on both sides. They will justify the said hate. They will justify their reasoning. But we should never forget that men, women, and children have fought in these wars to defend this nation. Men and women have been gunned down in the streets to try to rectify some past wrongdoings. A person cannot and should not be forgiven unless they ask for forgiveness. If somebody was to put together, let's just say the John Burke Society, folks, was to come together and put up a little fund and throw it out there and say, now y'all take this, huh? And that means for all those wrongdoings and all that stuff, we have to shut up. We've been paid off. Do you ever hear the Japanese talk about the internment camps? No. Or Hiroshima and Nagasaki? No. They took the money and now they're quiet. I don't want the past to be forgotten per se. I just don't want people to internalize that and limit their potentiality of the future based upon this perception of the past. Because once again, without literally going into a time machine, you don't really know what truly happened in the past. We all know journals and books and articles can always be rewritten or altered after they've been produced for whatever political agenda that's popping off at that particular moment. You know, they've been throwing up Smollett. They've been throwing up R. Kelly. Most people have been consumed with that nonsense. And we don't even see the laws that are being passed right in front of our face. For instance, pertaining to Trump and the wall, you know that Andrew Jackson, when he came up with the Trail of Tears, the U.S. Congress or the Supreme Court said, hell no, you can't march these people off this land. He was like, duly noted, cool, get their ass off the land. And he did it anyways. And for all my Navy SEAL friends out there, it's a tragedy to know that Trump and company took the funding for the new facilities on Coronado, and they're going to take that money and put it towards the wall. How many other military installations are going to be adversely affected by the misappropriation of money or redistribution of money? Just like how many men and women in uniform suffered the other month when they basically shut down the government. And over 40% of the military is on food stamps, or at least eligible for food stamps. What am I saying? I'm saying, folks, we have a great nation here. And it can get better every day if we're willing to put in the work. Weed out the evil back. We should look at racism in corporate America like sleeper cells. Weed them out, expose them, because that's what they're scared of. They're scared of being exposed. That's the proof in the pudding. That's how you know we're truly in a different age. It used to be they could say whatever they want, and if you pitch the bitch, there's the door. Now they say whatever they want. You get that shit on tape or whatever, put it out there, and next thing you know, you own the business. Now that's exaggeration, but you know where I'm going at with that. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let me start. Okay. We're going to start here, man. We're going to go to Google. We're going to go to top most violent cities. And I want you guys to really see this for yourself. Posting the wiki link in the chat room. This is so tragic. Hold on. Well, that right there be cool. All right. I'm going to call out some of the cities, but I'm going to mainly be calling out nations. Okay. This is the top violent cities, murder, whole 9 yards, in the world. Number 1, Los Cabos, Mexico. Number 2, Caracas, Venezuela. Number 3, Acapulco, Mexico. Then we got number 4, Brazil. Number 5, Mexico. Number 6, Mexico. Number 7, Brazil. Number 8, Mexico. Number 9, Venezuela. Number 10, Brazil. Number 11, Brazil. Number 12, Mexico. Number 13 is pretty sad. St. Louis, United States. It's really sad. Then it's Brazil. Then it's Cape Town, South Africa, and Jamaica, El Salvador. Hopefully you're seeing the point here. You're seeing the rhythm. Brazil, Mexico. Dominates the top 10 violent cities in the world. With that being said, now you understand why our brothers or sisters are coming out en masse and trying to escape that violence. You really expect people to put up with it. And let's put this in perspective. 365 people dead. And you were like, well, why is it's based upon population? There's only 300 something thousand people in that city, but 300 people are dead. Venezuela, 3,000. That's the world trade. That's the world trade. 3,000. What's up, brother Cobra? Welcome to the show. You look at Mexico or Acapulco, 900 souls dead, 2017. And then it's 1,000. Then it's another 1,000. What's up, informational man? And then it's 200. Then it's 3,000. Let's go down here to St. Louis. 250 souls gone off this earth. Let's put this in perspective, guys. Oh, by the way, before I forget, before I go any further, it's my pleasure tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. California time. I will have on Brother Hayes. He's a activist. Brother Ted Hayes from LA. He works with the homeless, and we're gonna bring the brother on the show. All right. Now let's continue with these rates, because I want this to really sink into your consciousness. What's going on here, man? All right. Let's just scroll on down. And then Colombia. But do you see all the Brazil, Venezuela, hot spots? Now, some of this and a lot of this, I'm sure, is contributed. It's because of, drug cartels. All right. Somebody gets in with these drug cartels. You make the wrong move. There is no second chance here. There is no, oh, I'm sorry, I messed up, let me learn. No. You learn by dying. Come short on that money, come short on them drugs, whatever, you're going to die. What the heck? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get this camera fixed a little bit better. I know I'm so, I guess, amateur. But look, 2,000 folks, 1,000, another 2,000. I mean, you calculate all these folks here who are dead in just these cities by murder, not to mention all the heart attacks and strokes. That's a small city right there. What am I saying? I'm saying there are some true geopolitical issues that are cracking off right now that we're totally unaware of because we are too... What's up, Sister Woods? Welcome to the show. We're too preoccupied with the nonsense of the day. We're too preoccupied with stuff that truly does not matter. And the things that does matter, we don't even want to acknowledge. We don't want to acknowledge. Hold on. Let me go over here. Let me jump here. Missing Native American women. I'm gonna go everywhere. Trust me. I'm gonna get everybody. This came out January 8th, 2019, the year of our Lord. We have an epidemic on our hands, says U.S. Senator John Tester, who believes Native women are falling victim to violence. Now, many of you guys realize that after the O.J. Simpson trial, there was a huge increase in minority women popping up missing and murdered. They try to pin a lot of these murders on so-called black serial killers, which I'm not saying that these men are not guilty of killing people, but they're certainly not guilty of killing 300 people or 90 people. To me, that just sounds like, hey, we don't know who killed these chicks. Hey, here's this black dude. Let's pin it on him. Just like Dick Gregory used to say. It's sad, Sister Woods. It's sad that you got to come to some raggedy ass little show like mine to hear this information. It's sad that instead of us celebrating living in supposedly the freest country in the world, we are still dealing with a war, an attack on the people that's not even being spoken about in so-called mainstream media. Now, let me jump up here. Missing black women. Or, hold on. Missing or murdered black women in the United States. Okay. See what I put in, and then they're coming back with this mess. Hold on. Somebody's messing with my car. Hold on one quick. I gotta get my pistol. I'll be right back. Hey, our car was going on. Get the pistol. I'm going out here soon. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. For whatever reason, the light's not coming on. Hold on. Where's the key? I need the key to the car. There it is. Oh, just so y'all know, I ain't playing around. What up? I mean, there was plenty of time for that motherfucker to run away if they're out there, but I'm gonna keep this shit up here. So I get ready to go to bed. I wanna go to bed. I'll put this shit back up. It would have been the wrong motherfucker to try to fuck with, I tell you what. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. I had to check on my property out there. I ain't gonna let nobody jack me. Fuck that. Let me fix my shit real quick. Sorry, guys. Ooh. Went out there in a robe and a... I gotta put this shit back in here. This sucks. There we go. Sorry, guys. 1 second. See, it wouldn't have hurt that bad. It's just a little... hold on. I didn't even have my points in there. Just a little... can you see that? Not hollow points. But anyhow, like I said, man, for those of you who have weapons, I suggest you guys keep them and practice. Well, what's this? This ain't my big one. It's just my little one. Oops. Hold on 1 second. Then we'll get back to the show. We'll get back to the show, I promise. Damn. There's... Okay. I hate putting these 945s are so much easier to load in the magazine. But like I said, man, out here in Missouri, you come running up on people's houses, man. That's fucking death sentence. I'm telling you, don't play no fucking games, and there won't be no games to be played. Now, let's get back to the damn show. Like I was saying, it's a damn shame that little guy on YouTube, like myself, have to be trying to put out this information, this pertinent stuff, so everyone can be informed, everyone can know. And I want to step back something, you know, the other night when I was talking about Knights of Malta, all right. Now, we saw the picture of the Queen of England in the Knights of Malta regalia, all right? She is technically the Queen of the island of Malta, not necessarily the Order of Maltic Knights or whatnot, okay? So I will step that back too as well. Listen, I am just a human being. I make mistakes like everyone else. That's why, you know, it does behoove you. If you hear something I said that's interesting or something that you find interesting, to go ahead and, you know, go ahead and research it and make sure it's true. Make sure, you know, I mess up, I misspoke sometimes, okay? So that's just what it is. But I am totally sincere about building alliances and coalitions to better every human being on this planet, their lives, our lives. And to give everyone a true shot at happiness and joy. But there's a lot of ass wipes out there that's not hearing that. They have power, they have money, they have goons. All right. Now let's look at more. What do we have here? Oh, so many. So many. We already talked about Bradley Barkenfeld. Lucifer Banker. You remember the show that was canceled, yeah. But once again, you know, just, and I don't normally talk about relationships, but just what happened right there, right? Fucking car alarm goes off, right? I got my babies in the house, my woman's in the house. You notice, you know, I have you guys on the line here. You notice I didn't look at my wife and say, hey, baby, go out there and see what's going on. Go out there and see if there's some sort of bad guy out there. No, fuck no. I had to put the show on hold. I had to go and get my tools, and I had to go out there and investigate. Now, evidently, whoever's out there, because it took so long, because, you know, I keep my shit locked in boxes. I'm not going to lie. I do, for the most part. I keep all my weapons locked in boxes because I got young babies, and I'm not having no incidents. So I had to take off the trigger lock. I had to get it out of the gun safe and all that. And this is actually kind of cool because that was a home invasion. I would have been dead. Straight up. Because there wouldn't have been time for me to run back and do what I got to do. So that's why I thank the Most High right now for protecting me and the family with his holy angels. Thank him right now for not having to hurt somebody outside over property. And I'd like to thank him for just merely giving me life and clear mind. And this is what's so important about not always staying drunk or staying whacked out on whatever you may be staying on, because things happen and you need to be sober of mind. If I wasn't sober of mind and clear of purpose, I'm all drunk and shit, tripping down the damn hall. Somebody's robbing my shit. Yeah, I am, Brother Leonard. I did. I almost completed the demo aspect to it, and then I had to put back all the pieces to the house, the kitchen and bathroom model that I'm working on right now. I'll tell you guys, my blood's boiling. My blood is boiling. I got all my tools in the truck or the car out there. I'm going to have to bring them all in tonight. I'm not going to have my tools ripped off again, ever again. It happened to me in California. So I'm going to bring my tools in. I was lazy. I was tired after I got home. Had some supper. Made a couple phone calls. Great conversation tonight. Great conversation. But I will not allow my laziness to end up getting my livelihood stolen, because I put food on my table with my tools. That's how, I'm a carpenter. That's what I do. I build things. So let this be a lesson, man. Sometimes we take for granted what we got, whether it be our family, whether it be our jobs, whether it be the tools or whatever. You have to be vigilant on all things. Don't become just, complacent. Show your mom, show your dad, show your brothers and sisters and your family, your kinfolks, your friends. Show them love every day is all I'm asking. Show them that they're appreciated and you truly care. Because you never know what could happen and when someone could be up out of here. All right? So now, let's, I almost forgot what I'm going to say, man. I had so much to say. But now I'm sitting here tripping on some little thieving bastard lurking around, and I'm going to hurt. I hate thieves. I'm not going to lie. I hate a thieving bastard. There's just something about it just really gets underneath my skin. Yes, I know, tools or cars or whatever can be replaced. I know this. But sometimes, man, the thief steals something more important than just your car, your whatever, your property. Sometimes they steal your peace of mind. And that's what is unacceptable. Now look at this picture here. This is George W. Bush, Mikhail Gorbachev, and this is the island of Malta. Nice little red table. And they're talking about the Cold War. Times. Washington, D.C., December 3rd, 2009. President George H.W. Bush approached the Malta summit with the Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev 20 years ago. This week. All right? So the week of December 29, 20 years ago, that's when that picture was actually taken. And you can see, the Pope, Gorbachev with that splotch on his head. Now, by the way, you do know that Trump is moving right now, possibly getting Brazil enter into NATO. Okay. So here's the deal, guys. A lot of us know that old people are what's holding this country back, holding us from our freedom. So why is it in 2020, basically, here's going to be your choice. Air Trump, old. Biden, old. Bernie, old. You got 3 old white dudes to choose from at this point. I mean, I know there's going to be more people, but those are obviously the front runners of the 2 respected political parties, Republican and the other one. Anyhow, jury finds Roundup caused man's cancer. Wow, jury finds Roundup caused man's cancer. You know what that means, guys and gals? IG Farben, by way of Merck or Bayer, aspirins, is going to get a hit. Of course, they got trillions of dollars. They're going to get a hit. I think the litigation's like up to 500 million or something for damage or something like that. In fact, let me just look at the and this is coming from the Wall Street Journal, so you know it has to be good, right? Jury finds Bayer Roundup weed killer caused man's cancer. They don't want to say Monsanto, but that's cool. Oh, second phase of the trial will weigh Monsanto's liability. Well, good. I'm glad they did include that. But let's just go down here to the juicy part. Bayer has appealed the verdict, which the trial judge cut down to $78.5 million. But look at the verdict. Here's the verdict. The verdict, a jury in August reached a verdict of $289.2 million in the first case. All right. Now, Bayer, which sent Bayer shares down sharply, came soon after the German company completed its acquisition of Monsanto. Now, it wasn't Bayer that put the Roundup. It was Monsanto that put it together, but Bayer bought them, so they buy the liability. Do you see? Okay, now, Bayer has appealed the verdict, which the trial judge cut down to $78.5 million, which is horrible. Shame on you, trial judge. Shame on you. But hold on. I want to get down here. There was another number. Look at that. You want to kill that dandelion, and that dandelion is the best damn plant out there in the whole wide world. But hold on. While Bernstein's analysis viewed the scientific evidence as weighing in Bayer's favor, they have estimated settling the litigation could cost the company up to $5 billion. You know the reason why? Because this is this one guy. This isn't a class action suit. This one guy, he's going to get his money. But how many other brothers and sisters out there and children have been harmed by Leonard, 3 old Nazis? Wow, what a great choice. Yeah, you snooze, you lose. Here's the thing, man. Police in many cities fail to track murders. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. A lot of times they label undesirables as NFLs, no fucking loss. All right, so Black homicide victims in the United States. This is a PDF file. And listen, are there white victims? Absolutely. They're not being spoken of either, by the way. Holy shit. The number of black homicide victims and rates by states in 2015. Missouri, number 1. Yay. Number of homicides, 332. Wisconsin, 104. Now, what's happening in Wisconsin? Wyoming, or Oklahoma, rather, 91. Alaska, 8. Nebraska, 27. Michigan, 388. Pennsylvania, 405. Indiana, 168. Kansas City, 45. West Virginia, 16. Homicide rate per 1,000 black folk. St. Louis is 46%, or no, not for every 100,000 black folks, 46 will, be murdered. That's crazy. 21, 6%. Man, this type is so damn small. So I guess we're getting the overall gist, right? We're seeing what's going on. And look at that. Theosophy. Let's see. This cat may actually be the Antichrist that's spoken of. Because, yeah. Man, I have to hurry up. I have to do a short show tonight, guys. Because I have to get all my tools out of my car. I'm not going to leave that shit up in there. Hold on. I want to do this bit. I got to do this bit for you guys. For the people. What the...
Theosophy. The Maitreya or Lord Maitreya is an advanced spiritual entity and high-ranking member of a hidden spiritual hierarchy, the Masters of the Ancient Wisdom. According to Theosophical doctrine, one of the hierarchy's functions is to oversee the evolution of humankind. In accord with this function, the Maitreya is said to hold the office of the world teacher. Theosophical texts posit that the purpose of this office is to...
Hey, Original, welcome to the show.
In accord with this function, the Maitreya is said to hold the office of the world teacher. Theosophical texts posit that the purpose of this office is to facilitate the transfer of knowledge about the true constitution and workings of existence to humankind. Humanity is thereby assisted on its presumed cyclical, but ever-progressive, evolutionary path. Reputedly, one way the knowledge transfer is accomplished is by Maitreya occasionally manifesting or incarnating in the physical realm. The manifested entity then assumes the role of world teacher of humankind.
Okay. So, Original and remarked? Well, if he is the world's teacher, he's doing a mighty shitty job. In all fairness, Brother Leonard, in all fairness, it might not be that he's doing a shitty job. He just has shitty students to work with. Some people you teach them and tell them what's up. They're not going to hear you. They're not going to understand. But I see what you're saying, though. Yes, there's a lot more teaching that needs to happen. Listen, guys, we have better wake up and realize the so-called old ways or old days never really existed. Welcome. I'm actually enlightened, ignorant American about spiritual practices around the world, and their findings are available for studies. It's actually enlightened, ignorant Americans. Well, the beautiful thing about it, I have no problem with learning other people's religious or spiritual ideology or any of their firm held fast traditions or beliefs. I enjoy knowledge. I enjoy learning from all people, because I think at the end of the day, if we look at it in totality, all spirituality, all spiritual teachings or religions, there's some good in it. If not, they would not exist to this very day. All right, in whatever form they're existing in. Now, some can argue within said religions, there are like mechanics such as hate and you know, if you don't belong to our gang, don't listen. When time permits, will you Google gang for president too? Yeah, absolutely, Sister Hunt, and welcome to the show. I got to do it quick because I got a truckload of tools I got to get in the house. Somebody was messing around with my car a minute ago. I had to get my my peacemaker just to make sure we don't have no trouble. And you hear that clunk? That's a clunk of a hollow or high point. All right, now let's check out what he's talking about. Do you want me to pull up one of his videos? I can. He talks about robots taking black jobs. Oh. Okay. Let's listen to what he has to say.
And Atwater,
because I say the same thing, but not just black jobs. The robots are going to take all jobs. All the jobs.
I hate to be predictable here. Believe it or not, I am not on board.
Good night, Sister Wood.
Now, Andrew Yang, you know, is the Democrat. Oh, excuse me, the entrepreneurial Democratic candidate whose plan for America is to guarantee free money to everyone. Free. Every month. If you're over 18, you get $1,000 a month. I mean, what's not to love about that? It costs the country $3 trillion a year. Meh, right? It's called UBI. Not to be confused, of course, with the UTI, but I mean, probably just as pleasant. And what it is a universal basic income. And I gotta say, I'm just a little...
Right on, man. Thank you. Straight up, thank you. Because my mind's not even on this. I'm tripping, man. I'm just feeling very, very bad mojo about it. Thank you, guys. Man, I promise you, when I come back, the next show, we'll start off with this Yang. We'll hear what he's talking about, and then we go on to others, man. Bless you all, man. May the Most High keep you all safe, and bless you all. I'm out of here. I got to bring in this shit real quick. Peace, and I love you all.